Okay, let's go. Hello and welcome to World of Lies. My name is Clark, and today's game is the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Really? Thought it was adventure. Anyways. Oh man. It's been a while since I actually played the Ace Attorney games. Which is why I'm genuinely excited to play this actually. Should I be looking into settings? Voice? You mean there's a voice? Wait, what's this? Allowing you to progress through the game automatically without having to press any buttons. Ah, okay. Alright, you know what? That's fine. Alright, let's start from the beginning. Oh man. I've been dying to play this puzzle game again.
Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and
So what this Ace Attorney games are usually about, if I remember correctly, it's about a lawyer, or the player as a lawyer who will be defending.
Was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Huh? If I remember correctly, this guy's the our main protagonist. Bienvenue à la Carnival. Great departure. I'll kind of explain as I go, I guess. 22nd November. Oh. Spring Court of the Jury. Ah, there is an autoplay option. Nice. That's right. See, can't believe it. Oh, that's right. That means I actually have to voice everything. Anyways, I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? What? Is it? Did the main character got framed again? Oh, let's see. So, what? Oh no, nothing. Serial layers, murder. Oh, so apparently the main character here is probably not didn't commit a murder, but getting a trial. Sorry. Haha. So how the game goes usually. Oh, my name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Naruhodo? Naruhodo is like, let's see, the English translation to that is like what? I see kind of thing. Like, I get it, I understand, I acknowledge kind of thing. I'm a second year student in the Imperial Yume Dream University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of the horrifying incident. And now here I am, awaiting my trial. So, yeah, that's enough. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man. Oh! Okay, so I have a lawyer with me. Okay. I'll be defending him today. Oh, this is kind of like the very first game of the Phoenix Wright game. Lawyer. Yes. Until the judge has given his verdict on a case, no one has the right to treat him as criminal. Aha, okay. So you will hold your tongue. Are you allowed to have a katana in the courtroom? Technically, look at you. You haven't even You haven't even graduated yet. Oh, really? And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave, sorry. Right, Yunosuke? No. Yes, of course. Sorry. Oh. What's his name again? What are you apologizing to me for? No, I just suppose that wasn't my fault. He's nervous. But really, Kazuma, oh, okay. So so they're aware of each other, or I mean, they know each other. Never meant to drag you into this, I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. Oh. Just like always. Oh. Oh. I must say, you've been all over the newspaper these past few days. Oh, really? You mean university professor murdered in cold blood by a student? But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. So, generally speaking, there's always somebody who actually hasn't committed murder. I could never murder someone. And it is the job of the protagonist or the player, usually, to get an innocent or not guilty verdict. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high. Ah, I think I heard that line before. You mean, I believe you. I know you're Yunosuke. Kazuma, Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. I just hope that this guy doesn't die. Not like the one that I know. Not like the mentor I know. Anyways, but he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Didn't the guy say that he's a student though? Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. Wait, did he actually say it out loud? The real concept of a lawyer is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyways. Oh, I see. The qualification don't mean much yet. It's not exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Let's see what happened. Congratulations, Kazuma. Looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. Oh, that's the me that I was just talking. I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally. Does he always have the bandana on his forehead? Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. Sorry. So you'll be presenting Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you. I'm proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. Oh really? He's that famous? He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. Really? Want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. You have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear. Look at the time. Better be going. Alright, see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. So, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Well, straight after that. That's when it happened. Ho ho ho. Asogi, may I have a word? Who's this? Who are you? Oh. Who are these? Professor. I knew you were coming. It's a professor? Of what? Exactly. All this case has personal significance to me. Oh really? I'll never mind that for now, Asogi. Should go immediately to the judge's chamber. Judge's chamber? To His Excellency's chamber? Why? He was looking for you before. Oh really? You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. Oh, does he need a verification? Seems there may be some confusion about the procedure today as a result. Oh, okay. Who is this man? He just said professor, you fool. Feel as though I've seen him at a university before. He's a professor, you fool. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. As usual, the tone of the pitch of the bleep kind of tells their voice and whatnot, doesn't it? Alright then, Yurinosuke, I'll see you in the court. Yes, thanks, Kazuma. Nice to meet you. Oh, we're left with this guy. It's awkward. Uh-oh, he's looking at us. If I may. Yes, sorry. Must be the defendant, Yunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Wait a minute. If I remember correctly, Phoenix Wright's Japanese name was something Naruhodo. So would this character the like the deceased ancestor of the Phoenix Wright, maybe? Because this is set in what? Edo era, the Victorian era? Yes, that's right. My name is Yujin Mikotoba. Mikotoba. Let me guess. Actually, I'm not gonna guess. I have a hunch, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yumei University. Okay. Oh, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. So if that actually, then again, if that's the case, shouldn't Yunosuke have like the last name of Wright? Oh wait, that wouldn't make sense. Anyways. Forget what I said. Asugi has told me about you. Oh, okay. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you no doubt heard, Asugi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. Apparently. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial. Oh, he'll just stay here? Oh, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. Oh, that's not good, is it? Oh, actually, I think I have an idea what's gonna happen next. After this episode, I think I have an idea. Because there seems to be a pattern within the all the Ace Attorney games. Anyways, keep getting sidetracked. Ah, as I suspected. You are unaware of this. Well, if he fails, then I become a criminal for no reason, and then everything's gonna go south really quick. I had a feeling Yasugi may have chosen not to tell you, sir. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. Oh, but I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? Yeah. The administration has chose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them grant permission, even in the most favorable circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear. I'm not a murderer. Sure, that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Oh, what would that be? I'm sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, hang tight, I guess. Naturally, I'm not going to suggest you doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so, do nothing. As soon as a trial starts, the judge will pose a certain questions to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Oh, whoa. You mean, hang on a second. You mean, I think he's talking about how the swear, that's that thing with the swear in court thing, right? I do? But what will the question be? Surely not? Do you accept the accusations brought before you? That's not, that would have been a question. I mean, that would be silly, right? Of course not. Defendant! Ah. I'm being called here. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll see my surreptitious discussion are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. What kind of suggestion is that? Like, just say you did. Kazuma Azuki must not be the defendant lawyer in this trial. Must not be? Huh? Of course, as a defendant, the final decision is yours. I don't get it. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Oh. Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. These beliefs. This is it. These guards, if this trial goes badly, these guards look at the criminal like they're scums of the earth. Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder that I did not commit, right? And so, with absolutely no idea what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. I wonder how many chapters there are. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. So, the game of Phoenix Wright, or Ace Attorney for that matter, is composed of the trial part and the investigation part, which I don't think I'm gonna get to in the first episode, if I remember. I think. Oh, so this is our his eyes are like just frantic. So this is a courtroom. Okay. Oh, we're actually standing on the left side this time around. It's usually on the right, the other way around. We're actually standing on the right side this time around. It's usually the left side from the older games. The Supreme Court of Judicature. The court in the land has more power. Really? I don't much like to look at those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. Oh, the power that B have demanded that this be a, oh really? This be a secret trial. So it's not public at all, huh? Oh, a secret trial? Why? Trial that's close to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. Why have a audience at all then? What? But why? It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Yunosuke. It's about to begin. There. Oh, wait a minute. It's supposed to be they're in the same in a proper position. Never mind. It's flipped. That's right. Completely forgot. The court will now hear the trial of Yunosuke Naruhodo. So there's always this guy, this fella, as a the prosecutor, who's always looks like this in the very first trial, who gets crushed by the protagonist. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. Oh, it's not Your Honor, as is the defense. Okay, so I am in the usual position. Never mind. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedures for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? Ah, and I was told to say I do. This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question of the professor man. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer correctly. What should I do? Wait and see. I'm just choosing it on the whim. Cosmo is the lawyer. I can't defend myself. If I said I do, it would be tantamount to lying. Yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. And I've been accused of murder. For goodness sake, there's no time for lies. Try to stop fidgeting, Yunosuke. It's distracting. But if I don't say, I'll defend myself now. Things could get end very badly for my friend. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. Because he is. As I am standing here beside the defendant, yes. I hope. Yeah. Hmm? Huh? What's the meaning of this unruly outburst? Seriously. I would like to make informative I do not get out of the defend myself. Oh, really? So one way or another, he still says that he's gonna defend himself, huh? You'll be... What? What are you playing at? Yunosuke. Professor Mikotoba told me everything just now before the trial. He did what? Oh, whoa. He doesn't know that I know. I'm aware, I mean. He said that your dreams of studying aboard would be dashed if you were to lose. That is if you were to lose. You fool. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. See? You think I won't be able to get you off? No, it's not that. I did just that. Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you Yes. And that's how you feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. So Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck in his nose in. I think I have an idea why. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Wow. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel, really?
Objection!
Ah, there's our objection. Make no mistakes, counsel. He'll be an assistant. Probably. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Look at his eyes. Look at those eyes just rolling all over the place. Isn't that so, Naruto-san? Yeah, I wasn't listening. Oh, yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm listening. I'm awake. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. Not confident at all. So this fella actually has all the expression that the Phineas, right, usually makes. In fact, my mind's completely blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, trying to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court. But you must have perpetrated the most heinous crime indeed. Hey. As you are no doubt aware, the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very high standards of conduct are expected of all present. So, do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruto? Yes, Your Excellency. Oh, that really doesn't stick with my my vocabulary. I'm so used to reading Your Honor. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. Okay. By competent? What does that mean? It's questioning your ability to do the job, you fool. Well, can't be questioning you more than I am. So, let's start with a very simple questions. No, yes. What you do, kind of thing, right? Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. Heard his name more times than I care to remember. But wait. Don't tell me you don't remember. Oh. I'm so nervous. I can't remember that. What was that again? Yunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. He knows me so well. All the relevant information from this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. Oh, this is a tutorial, by the way. So simple. Can access the court record with the reservoir. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. Just have to press R for the court. Alright, there's no time to lose. This is a list of evidence you collected. Now try switching to people instead with R. So they actually okay. So I just press R like a moment ago. You'll find details about the victim here. When you are done, just press B to go back. Here we go. So I can actually John H. Wilson. The victim of the case here, John H. Wilson. He was a visiting professor of medicine at UMA. Oh, medicine, eh? Okay. Here, Taketsuchi Aochi. Okay. John H. something, was it? I already forgot. Alright. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Yep. I just did that just now. Sorry. Let me just look into the Wilson. I'm really bad at names, sorry. I better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record and then press X to... Oh, I'm presenting already, huh? Try now. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Yes!
It's because the buttons are swapped. So used to the victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Haha. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. What, is a university that small? Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to UMA University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case such profound implications. The British Empire is at present, our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiation. Oh, this could go viral. I see. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of the Englishman has been spilled on our soil. Spill, sorry. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial UMA University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. Certainly is a big thing. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. Yeah. Scared of the top man in the suit. Top man? Man in a top hat in a suit. Sorry. Wow. Man, anyways. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Oh, is that why it's secret? So that, because it's to a certain degree, it's like a foreign affair kind of thing. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. Oh, that's not good. That's when, all because the victim was an Englishman. English person. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. Yeah, one way or another. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Ah, so you should know what happened then. Oh dear, look at the time. Oh wait, it's after this, huh? Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea after all. So every day you get... Ah, so this is where it was. So this is where the stuff happened. Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. British Empire, huh? Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man in university. Sure, he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, should go and say hello, right? Don't tell me he's already dead. So I went over to the professor's table. Oh, okay, never mind, he's not there. I introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruto. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death? Well, obviously that was you're not scared? Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. Aha. By evidence, but how? So, find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Doing that. So this is how the usual game goes. I look through the file, basically. I look through the file. I can actually look into it if I really wanted to. I can read it over and over how many times ever I feel like. Time of death. So let's see. 19th November, shortly after 2 p.m. Cause of death. Here we go. Single bullet fired at close range. Oh, like a point blank range, I guess. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No accident. Ah, no accident, huh? So bullet should be present in the corpse, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Well. Oh, this is the animation this time around, huh? According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's a post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, the doctor dissects corpse to identify the cause of death in the autopsy. But here in Japan, police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusion that way. Oh, what is the medical medical science just not caught up to it yet, I guess. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be be tested on any of these later. This is so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. Oh, like photographic print as in it's more of a drawing, I guess? No. You can clearly discern scorch mark around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. Oh, so it's basically almost like put to the point. In other words, you should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Point blank range to a certain degree, huh? Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. I see. So things are getting added. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court. So every now and then, these people of the court start adding things in, basically, and I just gotta make sure that everything is in order. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I'd never seen before. Certainly, it was actually I didn't. Maybe I'll let the I'm gonna let the tutorial do the explanation first. It's clearly superior to drawing. The details are incredible. Oh, is it actually a photograph? Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Okay. Huh? Ah, he's gonna bow. Certainly, Your Excellency. So without further ado, in order to better price the cardinal facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls it first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. Ah, this is then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me, but that doesn't mean... Well, you can still act as your assistant. Oh, okay, so that's what I thought. As I thought he's gonna help me out. Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Azumi must not be the defendant lawyer in this trial. Oh, really? He really has been sticking his horse in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me will greatly appreciate, Kazuma. I mean, you're dead. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweat. Seriously. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares at first. As comedic as ever. Ah, this must be the waiter that was present in the witness. State your name and occupation for the course, please. Of course. Hosonaga. Satoru Hosonaga. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. Hosonaga? Thin and long. I'm the head waiter at the Western Star restaurant called La Carnival. You good? Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up. It could be a tomato juice. It's probably a tomato juice. That towel over there, that's for you, not for the customer. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't. Are you sure? Well, I really should. I mean, as everyone knows, the capital southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors. I see. So that place is actually built just for the English visitors from the English. Oh, what a thing the country is doing, huh? It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. Apparently, sorry. Let me just adjust the chair. Sorry. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants. Wait, what? You mean restaurant is a new thing? I guess it is. It's more like an eatery back then. Anyways, an Occidental eatery 3 days ago. I see. I should have just read the whole thing. Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. Hosoi is an adjective for describing thin things. Nagai is a long adjective for long. Thin and long. Like this person right here. At once, sir. and no pity interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Perspiring maybe, but aspiring. Alright, let's hear the testimonies. It was just after the 2 p.m. on the day. Okay, so the usually speaking, whatever witness or whoever is standing here that isn't a prosecutor or the victim or actually not victim, the defendant or the culprit or whatever, whoever is standing here will give some sort of a testimony, basically. Like this right now. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at the time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. Uh-oh. Oh no! He's bleeding again, isn't he? It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what happened. What had happened? I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. Why was it turned? And standing immediately beside him, a gun in hand, was the accused university student. Yes! That would be myself. Hold on, let me just clarify something here. We're not done yet, actually. While I did pick up a gun that I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him. I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But yeah, the next time you interrupt an inappropriate time, you will be penalized. Penalized? Anyways. Defendant Naruto. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. Yeah. You don't have to, for now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man who we see here in the court today? Yes, without question. So you saw Naruto right here, huh? I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? Other than yourself, probably. No. That took that much time for you? There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. So it was just him. Wait, what did you just say? Huh? Why? There was no one else around the table. Other than you, right? What's the matter? What's the matter, you this guy? That's just not right. So there was somebody else. When I went over to Dr. Wilson's to say hello. Ah, somebody else was here. There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Oh, really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. My bad. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Let's just wait and see. I think I'm just gonna let it flow first. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject. Yunosuke, if your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am, but I never have gotten to human university otherwise. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know? If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret when you're... Oh, so one way or another... Why is it giving me a choice to pick when it's gonna flow the same way? Alright, you scared me. I'll forget the piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it.
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't all alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregarded for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Oh, could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? Actually not. But I'm sure of what I saw. Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you are mistaken? Perhaps your memory of event is hazy? No. Oh, really? So you're not gonna... The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. Really? What's going on here? I don't believe it. What's going on? I actually have a rough plan at the restaurant as it was that day. Oh, wait a minute. Huh? Iriguchi. That's the kitchen. Please have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. Oh, a sketch of the establishment layout drawn by yourself, I presume. You've prepared this before, huh? That's right. I issued the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, you can see the gentleman in question was sitting alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscious waiter, sir. Thank you, sir. Conscience. Conscious. Court will take this plan and add it to the take this plan and then add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well, huh? Why? Huh? Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Huh? What was that about? Seemed completely calm and collected until now. Why? Suddenly, something certainly seems to have shaken him. So things are, like I said before, things are getting added. I might actually play this on Tuesday and Wednesday instead of weekend. So the court has now heard a precise of the case. Sorry, precise. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in a restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. Huh. It would seem we are looking at the black and white case here. Huh? Defendant Naruto? Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit you're guilty at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. Oh. The whole, if you admit your crime right now, we'll make it, we'll let it kind of make it a little weaker than usual. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I call this waiter and as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case of the court. Is this the guy who did it? But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matter further in this trial. The prosecution has this decisive evidence from sworn witness who were present at the scene of the crime. Wait a minute, huh? What do you think I should do? What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You've said it. You've said it, Professor Mikotopa said it, so is the judge and the prosecution. Everybody's against me. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Yunosuke. You amateur. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. Oh, he said it before him. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Oh, so there's more witness? Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. No. Indeed. Prosecutor Aoichi, please continue with the proceedings. Wow. You are warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint. But I can be a devil when I want to be. Oh, sure. He always talks big, but he gets crushed in the end. This character over here. In a few short moments from now, the drum-struck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls the next witnesses. Oh, how many witnesses do you have? How can you have more than one witness one. Oh, isn't that a contradiction on its own already? Witnesses. Oh, when you actually said witnesses as in plural, there are two of them just now. Kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant. Isea? Aisa? Aisa? Aisa no sa. Aisa. Iesa no isa. Something along that line. Aisa no sa. Reporting for duty, sir. And myself, I find employee as a purveyor of fine article of antiquity from the fluorescence of our nation Nippon, and construct my trade from Ratsute and a humble premises in the second district. Curio collector at your service. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Yeah, certainly. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. Oh, they must be the diner at the other table that waiter mentioned, huh? Myself, I habitually take tea of most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post noon. And not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding to the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that man is saying. Oh, it wasn't just me, huh? He's an antique dealer. He sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He's just hard to read, I mean. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. Ah, he's a salesman, basically. He's obviously a target. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, the sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witness the precise moment of most atrocious incident. Really? Is that correct? Is that correct? Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. Was that black uniform rogue? Huh? What was that just there? It was that black uniform rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. This man says it's impossible to understand as he huh. But I'm almost sure I heard this strange noise during that last thing he said. So it wasn't. Oh, so okay. So that wasn't just a comedic thing. It was supposed to be that way. So this is decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening, huh? The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Yeah. Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Sir, yes, sir. What is that? Is that the baby that he has it on his back? Sir, yes, sir. Stand by, ready to report, sir. Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon. Sorry. His words are like something. What the witnesses saw. Ah, so this is the usual not the usual the testimonies from the I was investigating the regulation beefsteak. Regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Tactical discussion? Myself, I was extolling the virtue of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. So he was selling something to him. At that precise moment, a fire was discharged. See? I observed the enemy's action with my own eyes. Oh, really? The black uniform varsity kid that fired on an English civilian from the back. The cowardly little weasel. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Sure. Now I already see a discrepancy here. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed a vital moment, huh? You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That's a baby on the back, right? Isn't it? Where did you get the knife? A wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Ah. The older days of the hidden knife. Concealed weapon. What times do we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of the day? But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Yonosuke? Yes. All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. See, that's why you don't fiddle with the crime scene. After I say hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Huh? What's going on? I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up. Ah! So there's two guns in this scene of the crime. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere else. And somewhere in these two witness testimonies, there is a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Well, Yunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? Do it now! As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. Man, I cannot speak today. It is time to bring the despicable students to justice. Hold it! Excuse me. Certainly the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of the jury. Should be hold it. Not yes. What in the name of the emperor in the meaning of this outburst? I'm in the defense. Defends its right to cross-examination. To cross-examine. Dear me, dear me. 알아. Let me guess. The Hachimaki henben boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How do you know? Oh, he's right in front of you from the get-go. The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination? Oh, that's not really, yeah. The defendant is asserting his right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he is capable of it is irrelevant. Whether he can't do it or not, he has the right to do it. Kazuma is commanding. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Sorry. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Yunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in the crossing. I actually don't know. I actually do. I mean, isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means that what the soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence. As far as I'm concerned, evidence is everything in this game. Right, evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that provides the witness's line. Did I say that right? Proves that, sorry. Now let's go, Inosuke. Don't let them beat you. Alright then. Don't learn nothing. Don't learn nothing. So here's a part of the game that's very fun to do, I guess. So basically I can look through these read through these testimonies as many times as I feel like. I can actually press left to go back, as those diamonds at the not top exactly, on the right corner says how many, or like which part of the testimony is indicated in the or is said, I mean. I cannot speak today, seriously. So my hands and knees investigating where sure. No, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Listen, Yunosuke. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is how? Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you collected. You can examine and present evidence while witnesses giving testimony by pressing R. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency, discrepancy, inconsistency, paradoxical, whatever. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seems to contradict each other, present your evidence with X and rip the witness apart. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart. You'll receive a guilty verdict. That's game over. So that's it. peruse the evidence in the court record and find any inconsistencies with the witness statement. Alright, I'll give it a try. Can hear the witness's statement over and over again, as many times as you like. Like I said. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. So you can see there's like I can get wrong 5 times within this. So I think I can actually press them too, which is L, huh? I was so if I were to, so for example, if I seem to find something that I want to get more information out of, I press them.
Yes.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is some new interrogation technique? I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to say. Just ask about anything that catches your attention, anything that bothers you. Alright then, this beef steak you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Huh? Teen-san! Beef steak is a delicious cut of veal. Vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served in peeping pot. Oh. If food could receive a medal of honor, beef steak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet. Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question. Next question? You mean you have more questions? This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is... Tension! Tension! Oh, okay, I think that's what it is. Isn't it? Yeah. Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in a red crumbs, deep fried in cooking oil. Accept your guilty verdict, atone your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it! Yes, sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir. No, don't. Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case? Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. So, next question. Stop asking silly questions. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing sort of a whack? Oh. Negative. Just now, huh? Wow. At least we've learned that he's a big beef lover. Affirmative. Not easy knowing what questions to ask. Okay. Well, I can actually press them as much as I like. I can basically press on every single dialogues here, but I have one particular one in mind. The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little wizard. Let's press this one. So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was moi? Art. I just ate enough of your sauce, cadet. What else do you see around here in black uniform? Actually, the judge over here is also, well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but... Was you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man. From behind his back. You call yourself a citizen of the Great Empire Nippon. You disgust me. From the back, you say? What is it, Yunosuke? I'm not quite sure. It's something that the surgeon just said, but can't put my finger on it. Something playing on my mind. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you gather in the court record, sorry. If you find inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence in the court, thrust it in the witness' face and make him choke on it. Now, I think I have an idea. So he's saying that the victim was shot on the back, but the photograph says otherwise, does it not? It's shot from the front. So what the hell is going on here? Let's present it.
Yes.
What are you playing at, Kenneth? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographs prints in my mustache. Inconsistencies or discrepancies, huh? Discrepancies. I mean, yes. Clear inconsistency here. Inconsistency here, sorry. Discrepancy, inconsistencies. What nonsense. How can this print possibly tell us what we don't already know? Well, obviously that I know what I want to say, but the words just don't come up. Words just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. So frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Oh, this must be his theme music. Kazuma, what? What are you talking about? Do you not see? It's apparent from a single glance at a photographic print present by the defense that there is a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Aisanosa. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this: shot from the back, right? The black uniformed varsity cadets fired on an English civilian, and from the back. Car little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. Was this a crime with my own military grade eye, sir? So that would be like what, 2020?
Yes.
But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because, well, you know. Because, take a close look at the print. Shot on the front. Apparently, the victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. So, what's going on? And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Ah. I'll learn. What the? What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the fact here. So what's going on? Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, Aoisa, yes, Aoisa. Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. So, what's going on? Till the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on this delicious. Oh. So you mislooked. Is that what you're saying? What? The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This man cannot be trusted. This witness, Sergeant Noisa, and did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. Oh, that's absurd. I think the conclusion must draw is simple. This guy cannot be trusted. There's no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Ah. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. So this is a flow of the game, basically. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Indeed. So this is really the core mechanic, I guess, to a certain degree. Part of it is, at least. But but I definitely saw him. Huh. That university cadet there, he was pointing a firearm directly at the victim's back. So he insists. He firmly believes that he saw.
Yes.
What's going on here? But I never fired a gun. All I did was pick it up from off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Busy on the floor? Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing exactly? Hunting for treasure. Huh? Treasure? Huh? Yeah. Indeed. The Hoyera Koban. My prized coin. Coin? On each occasion when I visit the restaurant, it is my habitude to place it in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop. Raste, sorry. In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you, right? On the day under scrutiny was to the military man that I preferred my Hoi treasure. God, this guy, the way he always speaks is slightly annoying. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with a little alternative. And when, after averting my eyes to the briefest moment, it was there no more. It simply vanished. Oh, so there was something that was there. The Koban vanished? Oh, hunting around under the table I was, in case it had fallen there, and then it happened. The gun. Oh, so that's why he didn't see the. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but he did not, for I was concerned only with finding my scolded. Ascended? Hoy treasure. He's missing O and an E, isn't he? Nothing could distract me. Out of interest. Did you find the coin in the end? No. Oh, so it's not in your possession, apparently. Oh, I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoi Koban was lost to me. Oh, no doubt. Some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Oh, is he suspecting him? That he took it? The sergeant over here? As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by the telegraph this very afternoon. Oh, so we have to get to the end of the this case by the day. Oh, nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, be unforgivable to deliver the verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, prosecutor? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. Oh, really? Are you sure? My witness have further testimony to the A. Explain. When you're in their next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. And that's the defendant? Oh. He seems to have this... Very well. You thoroughly explained the reasoning behind the prosecution allegation. Prosecutor. Is that clear? Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, is there something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think, Idol. Remember the newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name Idol. The baby. In those straps are sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny, huh? Attention! Your father is about father is about quelling me. Watch and learn, my boy. Oh no, the baby is actually present. True culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it was almost the same thing. He's pointing his gun at the foreign man. He was that young lad in black. Really? That much I myself did see. The visual search of the premise at that time confirmed that we were only personal present. Alone he was, Englishman, dining all by himself. Really? No one other than a black uniformed cadet. Dispatch the Englishman. Over now. So they still say that they men in black did it, huh? That's nonsense. Victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't all alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
Oh. That's weird. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. Oh. It is evident beyond all. Victim was alone at the time of the incident. Oh, we have a prosecution. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Oh, now you give us more stuff. It's a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel. Of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by the investigator immediately after the incident. Oh, as can plainly be seen, there's only one place set. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it'd be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. Oh. Well, couldn't it be that they just didn't order anything? The lady, that is? Doesn't make any sense. Court will add this new photographic evidence. Bottle of carbonated water and a steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table. I see. I don't understand. What's going on here? Yeah, really, what's going on? Just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. Is she a ghost? The waiter before said the same thing. What's going on? He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. That's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimony you had just heard leaves no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, you know, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I... Taketsuchi will have contributed to the amity to these two great empires is an honor. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Seriously. What? What you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. Now's your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. Again, I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witness, but make it quite understood. Those can be so unbending at times. Huh. So what is actually going on then? Wasn't a precise permanent discharge, it's almost the same thing. Putting his gun at the foreman, he was the young lad in black. That much myself I did see. Visual search of the premise at the time covered that were only personal and present. All I knew was let's try pressing this. So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. Huh? That I did. forgive me for the position I place you in. What's with the pause? So the testimony of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? Were they pressed to not speak of this? And let us not forget the. Oh. There's only single beef steak on the victim's table. Meal for one. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they are all lying. Ah. Okay. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Let's see some other stuff. Let me see this. This magnifying glass is kinda cool. I don't see anything. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to the... What happened to the... Huh? Is it just me, or there's no flowers on this one? Why are there no flowers in this one? Huh? Ah, hey. What do you think, Yunosuke? What's the matter? Can't find anything. Can't find a clear discrepancy anywhere. Done for. Can't win this one. No. Listen. First thing to do is calm down. Can't expect witness statement to be full of holes every time. So just take your time and try to tease more information out of them first. What do you mean? Just either press or present against each of the witness statement. So when it's saying something you're suspicious about, press them on it with the L. Yeah. With a little luck, you may get more details, which could prove to be crucial. So I can basically badger more information out of the witness. If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witness on it. Wait, what did you say just now? Press him like oh, blocks of tofu. Time to press them all. Okay. So this is where the player learns about the press command. Maybe true that I was holding a gun at the point of time, but I told you already. That's only because I picked it up on the floor. Well, obviously, as a culprit, that's the only way you could explain it that way. I just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when... Noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment... Gunshot rang in my ears. Full of events beyond our control, life is. Sorry? What do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated in testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the koban from the floor and find myself an equally testing predicament as a result. The fact remains myself, I did see you. This pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Visual search at the premise at the time.
Yes.
Huh, that's... Might as well just press all the, You must have noticed someone else, Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
As you have been pleased to point out. Huh. No one else appears to have caught it. If only there had been more people dining at the time, and someone else would have noticed her. Fortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between the lunch and the dinner. In any restaurant. I know. Of course, the place was almost empty. That's what you expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. There was a reason why the victim was eating at the time of the day and why he was alone. Oh. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. Really? There was? This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What's that, Counsel? Medical report card. Seeing that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Hora. Yes, there would seem to appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1. Noon to past 1? Very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. Oh, I see. So he went there first and then come back. Prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder. What do you think, Inosuke? Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really. I mean, remember, you can request for it to be entered into the courtroom as evidence if you think it could be useful. Should I ask for? One way or another, it's gonna be submitted, right?
Yes.
Please do. What's with this? What's with him just putting his hand up? Oh, because he's still a student? Is that what's going on? If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what ground? Oh, for what reason? You know, for that already. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant.
Objection!
Hang on, that's not in for you to say though. Whether or not they are concerned up to you, their concern is up to us to decide. You have the right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of the evidence. Very well. Court will grant the defense's request. Youngsters these days forever asserting their right. Most disturbing trend. They have the rights to do this, they have the rights to do that kind of thing. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report to the courtroom. So let's see what's in this record here. All you need right now is new clues. You have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like. But it's the day after the festival already for you. Reader as accused. Correctas군. Let's see. So let's see what this medical report card from hotel clinic that was found in the victim's pocket. Oh, I don't get to see it. That's all there is? Yeah, it's a kitchen and this is an entrance. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wonder where did these two sit in this diagram? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back a bit. This pointing is kind of inform anyways. Oops. Yeah, therefore alone.
Yes.
Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What'd you say, Cat? Clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. For both of you have failed to see the professor dining companion. It's just not possible. So they're hiding something, huh? Fortunately for you, Defendant Naruto, it's not just a case to see. The waiter, yeah, it's not just them, huh? So apparently somebody actually silenced them. They also said the victim was alone. So it kind of matches with all the witnesses so far. So Phantom Lady. See the proof. Right. We don't have that. Prosecution didn't know no further. There's nothing I can say to that. Yeah. Excellent work. Huh? What do you mean? You glean some new information now? Well, yeah, but I don't feel like it changes much. Can see that it brings any real discrepancies to light, though. I wouldn't be so sure, huh? You see that medical report card you got before? Oh, you mean this? It's a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? Huh? You'll notice that some piece of evidence bear a magnifying glass. Yeah, I already noticed. Press A and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Oh, this thing. I see. To rotate the evidence in this question. Direction, sorry. L stick lets me to point out things. I see. You can move the crosshairs. If there is a point of interest, the crosshair starts to pulsate. Press A to investigate further. I see. So, partner, think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be led by examining in more detail. So this is kind of the system that was present in all the other games too. Right stick, L stick, and an A to inspect anything. So I can actually turn it around if I really wanted to. Dentist, you say? Oh, medical report card. Mr. John Wilson. So the name fits. Can I open it? I can. Oh. Oh. Let's look at all this. Let's have a look. Some kind of medical history. Oh, and there's an entry for the day that the professor was killed. Extraction of the molar with topical anesthesia. Extraction of molar? Topical anesthesia? You mean he had tooth taken out? So he had like the anesthesia, the painkiller injected in him. Right after this, wait, he was eating a steak right after that? How is he, shouldn't he be told not to eat anything solid kind of thing? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Painkillers, right? Or this anesthesia, quote-unquote anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Yeah, the anesthetics, the invention of anesthetics, and medical practices before that was invented is something. People did surgeries without the anesthetics, and then sometimes the patients died of shock because it was too painful. Oh, there we go. See? This is what I just this is what I exactly said like a moment ago, huh? Didn't I? Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post procedure until anesthetic effects have passed. Oh, just the anesthetics, I guess. But one way or another, really, sounds like an information worth bearing in mind. So it gets whenever the player happens to look through the court record, sometimes things gets revealed like this, and it gets updated with this new information. The meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. So let's go back. It's almost the same thing. Which one is it? Usually. The only one person present. Dining all by himself. It's that one, isn't it? Because he can't actually eat. Ah, okay. I see. It's something that I actually did while I was playing it on my own. I usually kind of save before I actually do any drastic actions.
Yes.
So you shouldn't be eating. Well, I think oh, what are you withering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer. I wish I could, but first and foremost here, and the accused actually. You're not scared. Everyone stumbles on a word occasionally under the circumstances. I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see quite clearly in the cross-examination you just carried out. When you raise your hands straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully, just say what you're thinking. That would be not that professional, I guess. And thanks for the advice. Correcta-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Ah, I see. And I don't see... What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on a report card with your witness statement. It's so weak. That's another tradition. Banging on the desk. Something clearly doesn't add up.
Objection!
Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? And not to interrupt court proceeding with your amateurish dribble. Hang on. Let's see if I can explain in words we might understand. Whatever he may or may not have done before time, he's completely remember. Actually, you say that, but remember, Yunosuke, don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe you're finished here. There's only. He's trying to end it quickly. The witnesses' testimonies to the court as part have been clear and concise. No bearing on the matter, the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced people. The banging on the thing is a little bit more confident, huh? This medical report has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? You foolish man. That outburst petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Kota Clinic, which issues the report card, is a dental clinic. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Actually, perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? Oh, so this is a completely new information to them too, huh? If I told you that was a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating for at least 3 hours. Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? You know, it's all written on here. Until the anesthesia wears off. What? Oh, that can't. Think he sees what we're seeing too. Correcta-san. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. So, What's going on? As we now know, is one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effect of the anesthesia. Uh-huh. Oh, now that we actually see it from the back. What's this nonsense, you little upstart? Huh. Baseless accusation. These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. So, you clearly see the play of... So this is not his then. Use your head, you fool. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic here? How? How dare you? It's fair to say that the table in this restaurant have turned. Uh-huh. So this isn't the victim's side. Hmm? What's that mean? Ah. I see. So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. I see. So which leaves one very crucial conundrum. So whose plate is this then? Yeah. Who in fact was eating the pictured beef steak? So it's already in too. So whose is this? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel? Let me see this. So this little tiny thing over here. This must be the is this supposed to be the flower vase that's presented on here? Oh. Counsel? Oh, that means me. Well, yeah, right. All right. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal. The start of you turning this trial around. Turnabout. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So the person eating the steak at the victim table must have been an as yet unknown third party, right? Right? Right. As I make a save. Obviously, it can only be someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
You'll not let this go, will you?
Yes!
No, of course not. Because I saw her. And the incident occurred. We know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have an evidence of half-eaten steak on the table. And it's not the witnesses, so whose is this kind of thing, right? The only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else that was eating it. We have a strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. This is what happens. The court decides to push through the ruling at this stage. Will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue fair trial relentlessly. Cosma, are you insane? You take on the government? Don't worry, counsel. I have no issues with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them. Those two witnesses in the stand. Yeah. They're the one who's saying something weird, right? What are you talking about? You have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury. Perjury. Uh-oh. You'll be a criminal. And since it's a murder trial, you'll also be the... Oh. Here's the, I think this is a work of a defense here. You're trying to press them to actually say things truthfully in the end. Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting, you say. So there was some sort of a... I was just following orders. So you were told not to say much. Oh, what's going on here? Ooh. Just see you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Who is this they you speak of? Oh. You just spilled the bean. What did you just say? No, you're just following orders, you just said, too. Now hold on, lad. Or just say you never saw the gentlewoman. Nah, I think I get the picture. I think I know who the culprit here. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean the person? Yeah. You saw the victim with the lady from overseas, you say? The gentlewoman, as he
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? These witnesses gave false statement? Wait a minute, you're not aware? Is this true? Is this true, you pair? Wait, you're not aware of this? Oh, what's going on here? The prosecution wasn't even aware of this. Just one simple slip of a tongue. So this is the general theme of the game. Basically, there's always things against the defendant, yet the player or the protagonist always finds a way to turn it around. Basically, order, explain what's going on here. And this is the so this is what's fun about this game. It's painfully clear now. Try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Is he aware? Oh. Prosecution knows nothing of this. Really? He came to his weak self. Then who's behind this? Who's tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Who's silencing you, basically? Who's giving this order to you? That's classified. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? Well, you are going to be charged with the crime. You wouldn't. So we're using our tools here to press them further. Judging from the way they are reacting to this, I say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. Oh, so they're as powerful. However, I don't believe Ouchie had any idea about it. So this guy has no idea. The prosecution has no idea what's going on. He's just following. He's just doing his job at the moment. I mean, To wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. Could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. The authorities, huh? Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? I have an idea. We can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. So we need to name whoever was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever was really the wield his or her power here. But how? How can we possibly remember how we made progress before? Press them? Oh, you examine. Some piece of evidence in more detail and found the new clues as a result. Oh yes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Re-examine everything. Make sure there's nothing we missed. There's no time to lose. I want answers. Proven that the witness manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Please wait. Your Excellency, I had no idea about any of this. Swear to every Shinto god. I know nothing. Oh. What does the defense have to say about all this, well, Your Excellency, another thing. Just going to have to close my eyes, shut out at the name because of that. Actually, I should do this on my own, I think. To a certain degree, right? Ah. What do you know? Definitely. Supposed to show the relative position and everything in the moment. There's nothing to show the woman say you saw there. Exactly. That's not all. Look here in the upper front where it says kitchen. Oh yes. What of it? No one would use those complicated characters to write kitchen, especially not if they were in a hurry. Oh. You mean you don't remember those characters yourself, don't you? Study harder. Seriously. Let's turn it around and see what this means. Can I turn it in a proper angle? There. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga. Wait, Chief Inspector? Criminal Investigation Division? What? Well, that's unexpected, isn't it? What is? Look, do you see it says a witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga? Yeah, well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. Well, didn't he say he's a waiter? It's not the name that's unexpected. It's a job title, you fool. Oh. Chief Inspector. Primary Criminal Investigation Division. Inspector? What on earth? So he just lied about his occupation just now? I have no idea. Well, let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. They're willing somehow. Ho ho ho. Well, would you look at that? What's going on? So this person right here was supposed to be, he was presented as a waiter or head waiter, sorry, at the moment, but besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses, perhaps this fella?
Yes.
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier?
Objection!
Poppycock! Possible reason the waiter. Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have the level of influence. Well, if he is just a waiter, that is obviously. If that is the man truly I really shouldn't say anything. Time to hit this core with the truth. No identity. There you go. So this is his business card that he made the plan. The plan of the restaurant is sketched by the man in question, right? I agree. Shows a great deal of attention and detail, but I'm not sure you can conclude anything. Sure, sorry, Your sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest, as in front. Why not just say front, you fool? Or perhaps I should say the front. The comedy is low, but I like it that way. Somebody please explain this overexcited student is trying to say. Look at the front, you fool. The way how the business card should look. Should be looked at, sorry. Sketch the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of the business card. The front of the business card reveals a man question profession. His true profession. The waiter's profession. That's surely all, you know. God gracious. Good gracious, sorry. That's right, Your Excellency. Chief Inspector. So what's going on here? Are we actually fighting the authority right now? Or oh, that's right. They wanted to wrap this case real quick. Is that why they're forging the evidence here? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? So he's completely not aware. The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So witnesses there in the stand. They're all a part of the team. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you the order? Was it he who told you not to mention? Well, hold it. It's him, isn't it? Inspector Hosonaga. I was worried something like this may happen. When he asked me to submit my sketch. So court will take this plan. But the judge didn't care. That's why he was flustered, huh? Is there a problem? I see. Here you are. Direct, strangely. You know, let's try to carry out all the rest. So, I let myself distracted when I made that sketch. Huh? What do you mean? It's an unusually careless mistake. So you mean to say you really are a detective? So he is? Or is he like undercover? Why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course. You're so I really should stop predicting things. Undercover. There have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. Oh, really? Oh. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of? What kind? Oh, that's just classified, I guess. Okay. However, can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Oh, okay. So he was just investigating on his own term. What's going on? Lever 1 point of the court. He also lied too, though. So why did he try to? Just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. There was in fact another person. Now we can't ignore this. So he should have been aware of this person, so... Then in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Uh-oh. What's it? Oh, he admits. Unbelievable. What's going on? As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out to the kitchen to see what happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady whom I guessed to be an English woman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then I received some special orders. Oh, so you're under... Ah, so the higher-ups are ordering him as well. Remove the English woman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the English woman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. I see. So he was also following orders. Oh, I should take a break. Really. Man, I'm so engaged in a game that I completely forgot the time. But what if this English woman was the killer? Yeah. I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms. Ah, I see. They didn't want. So these two countries basically were in agreement to let some random student to take the blame and then just let it go, kinda. Excuse me. That would be irrefutable evidence that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case. But it's not right. Of course it's not right. Kidding? Ho ho ho. Things are getting interesting. What possibly does spring to mind? What do you mean? currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman. Oh. What? You're shrewd. You see why? These two are distracting me. See why you're a chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean? Can I move the remote? Thought improvement. Check. Ah. You named this the lady in question at once, Inspector. Oh. Giselle Brett. Giselle? Like gazelle? The foreign student is studying. Oh. What's happening here? So Kazuma's information is correct. Under orders from the Bureau, I erased all evidence of the lady. Ah, I see. So he took care of it. Noted these witnesses to make no mention of her in. Okay. Must be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Very well. My thoughts on the matter as follows. As far as the case present at the court has been underpinned by the critical premise that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false. The discretion of our justice system to ignore the truth and give it a ruling at this point. Hey!
Objection!
But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send a telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. No. Calm yourselves, Council. Not allow the government or country or any other kind influence the proceeding of my courtroom. So, to a certain degree, the judge, the what do you call it? The judge here is like kind of on par with the power of a government, basically. Inspector. Yeah, so you will locate this. You're bringing her here, huh? Oh, at once. But that means you'll be going against the special orders. As I said before. Oh, he doesn't. It is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawless. I see. So he won't deny. So it won't be a problem. Nothing will get in my way. Oh, so you still I see. So he will he'll still do his job, huh? To a certain degree. Prosecution must call the English student. Oh. Yes. Your Excellency. Good. 30-minute recess. Ah. Cool. Break time, I guess. To be continued. Good. Now. Why yes, let's save. Ha 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 ha. So that was part 1, huh? I see. Okay. Now. Oof. Okay. I will be taking a break here. Okay. And I'll just continue with this game. So, I'll be back.